Hello bookworms! Today I'm going to be doing another kind of book haul. I'm going to be showing you all of the graphic novels that I've acquired in the past couple of months because I have all my bookshelves here, but then I have my graphic novel bookshelves in the other room. So a lot of times when I go to film my book haul videos, I completely forget to grab those and then I end up not showing them, and I realized, you know what? I should show everyone what graphic novels I'm reading, so that's what I'm here to do. So the first one that I have to show you is Volume 1 of Archie by Mark Waid, Fiona Staples, and Veronica Fish, and also Annie Wu did one issue as well. I actually already read this one and it was hilarious. Like, I was sitting in bed reading and actually laughing out loud at some of the jokes and stuff. Like, I just found it to be so funny, and I was really excited that they were rebooting this one because I liked Archie a lot when I was younger, but I haven't kept up with it, and obviously there's like a lot of history there, so I thought that this was a good time to jump back into it, and also because there's going to be the new Archie show, Riverdale, on CW in the fall, and I'm really looking forward to that too, so yeah, I'm just like in the Archie spirit. I just really like this, and I feel like you should read it. The next one that I have to show you is Volume 2 of Batgirl by Babstar, Cameron Stewart, and Brendan Fletcher. I may have shown this in a haul, I can't remember, but it's the second volume of Batgirl of Burnside, and I really like this run. I really love Babs's art. I think she just like totally gets women, and her, like all of her illustrations and stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, like that looks like my room, or that looks like something that I would actually wear. So it's really fun to like see superheroes in casual clothing and like done right. So thank you, Babstar, for that. Next, I have DC Bombshells, and this is written by Marguerite Bennett, and the art is by Marguerite Savage, so it's a team of Marguerites, but I actually collect the statues that this comic book was born from. The statues were actually designed first by Aunt Lucia, and I've been collecting them since the first couple like debuted, and I love them. I think they're so beautiful. They're very like, they're like vintage and like pin-up style versions of superheroes, and I just think that they're so pretty, so I love them, and I'm really excited. I haven't read this one yet, but I'm definitely gonna read it soon, and I think it's really fun to like see my statues come to life in the comic book pages. The next one that I have is Black Canary Volume 1 by Brendan Fletcher and Annie Wu. Also another one, haven't read this yet because I've been trying really hard not to buy single issues and to wait until things are collected in trade before I read them. So I used to buy single issues every week, and I would come home and I would just have like piles of comics everywhere, and then I would end up buying them in trade anyway. So I was like, this has to stop. Anyway, I still have to read this one, but I really like the artwork in it. I really like that Black Canary is in a band because that totally makes sense. And I am pretty devastated that DC is not continuing on with it. I think it's only going to be this volume and one other volume, and then they're doing yet another reboot of things sometime. I want to say it's like in the fall. It's called DC Rebirth, and it doesn't look good at all. So hopefully this will be able to hold me over until they start making better stuff again. The next graphic novel that I picked up is Harley and Ivy, and they are two of the Gotham City Sirens. This is by Paul Dini and Bruce Timm, and I think that they are just like an amazing duo. Like, I've loved so many of their stories, but I have really wanted this comic for a long time, but it was like super expensive on Amazon. But luckily lately DC has been re-releasing some of their older comics, and so now they're more accessible and easier to get, and this one has been like at the top of my list. So this is the deluxe edition. And I'm really excited because the artwork in it is just like so amazing. Like, it's so beautiful. Next, I have Robin, Volume 1, Reborn by Chuck Dixon, Alan Grant, Norm Breyfogle, and Tom Lyle. This is another one that this is like a much older comic. I think it was first printed in the 90s, but DC has been reprinting some of those, and those are some of my favorite runs. So I realized that I happen to be missing this one. I already have like, I think volumes 2 and 3, and I've already read those and really love them, but Chuck Dixon was like one of my favorite Bat writers, so I'm really excited to get this one and to read this one and see, then maybe I'll like reread the other two that I have. Then I have Batgirl Volume 1, Silent Night by Kelly Puckett, Scott Peterson, Damian Scott, and Robert Campanella. And again, this is another older one, and it's actually the Batgirl in this is Cassandra Cain, who is like crazy and I love. So I really have only read like very limited amounts of her run as Batgirl. So I want to read more about her, and now I can. Then I have Spider-Girl Volume 0 by Jason Latour and Robbie Rodriguez. And obviously I needed Spider-Gwen because Gwen Stacy is one of my favorite characters in comics, and I am so happy that she has her own ongoing series now. Really like makes my heart smile, and I love that it's an alternate reality, and I love that she's the hero in these, and I just love them. I actually read a lot of this already because I started reading it in single issues, and then I decided to make that transition and wait for trades like kind of in the middle of this, so I still have to read the end of it, but I really liked what I read so far. Then I have another DC Comics trade, and it is Batgirl and Robin Year 1. I actually already have Batgirl Year 1 and Robin Year 1, but those are like two of my favorite DC trades, and I really liked that they collected them into one issue, and I like the new cover. I think it's really cute, so I just decided to get this even though I already have them separately and I've read them and loved them, but I think it might be time for a reread. Then I have Paper Girls, and this is by Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Chiang. I love Cliff's artwork and I love Brian's words, so I have been highly anticipating this one since they announced it at Image Expo like 2 or 3 years ago now. But again, like, I mean, even just from the cover, it's so pretty and I can't wait to read it. It just really seems like something that would be like totally up my alley. And then finally, I have Rat Queens Volume 3 by Curtis Weeb, I can't say his last name, and Tess Fowler. Tess is actually the new artist on Rat Queens because there was a lot of drama with the first artist on Rat Queens and he was taken off the book, and Tess came on. So the artwork is different, but it still looks wonderful, and I am actually sadly behind on Rat Queens, so I need to catch up like as soon as I can. But yeah, this is the 3rd volume. So those are all the graphic novels that I have accumulated in the last couple of months. I know that I have some more on the way, but I am definitely planning on finding some time to have like a relaxing graphic novel binge reading day because I feel like I'm behind on certain series that I love and I really want to be current on. So I just have to like find a way to work that into my schedule and make it happen. That's all that I have for this video. I would love to know what some of your favorite graphic novels are, and if you'd like to see more graphic novel type videos from me, because I used to do a lot more of that kind of stuff online, not necessarily videos, but with blogging and stuff, and I really haven't done as much of it lately. I've really been reading a lot more YA than graphic novels. Sometimes I have fun getting back to my roots, so yeah, let me know. And I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye!